Hello and good afternoon. This is Dylan here, and you're listening to Ramadan FM 87.7. Today we're here, we've got a lovely show prepared for you. We're going to be talking about autism services that exist within Leicester. If you want to call at any point, do not forget to give us a ring at the studio line, which is 0116 482 2086, or pop a message to us over at WhatsApp on 07748 855 055. Now, hello. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Dylan. I'm an expert by experience when it comes to autism. And I was diagnosed at the age of 11, and I've been doing talks alongside with people for about 10 years now. And for today's session, I've got one of my fantastic guests with me, Hashim Duale. Good afternoon, Hashim.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine when I'm not sitting on the hot seat like you. You're the presenter. No pressure on me today or other guests.
Yes, I noticed that. 20 minutes to go. Dylan, you're in the hot seat. Okie dokie. So before we get into touch with our two other guests, I just thought we'd have a chat quickly about, so we know, on last Monday we spoke about our own stories. I wanted to bring up about actually what services exist. So of course you run Daryeel Autism. So do you want to tell our listeners a little bit more about Daryeel?
Daryeel Autism. Daryeel in our language, in Somali language, is care with compassion. And that's the way we look at it, autism. And since we found out, because my wife and I, our firstborn is autistic, he's 23 years now, and we've been through a lot. And since everything is sorted for us, we couldn't sit back and say, look, it's fine. What we find out that is in our community, there are a lot of stigma, and there are a lot of misinformation, and there's a difficulty in accessing services. So we started as a support group, what become now a global. We are in every continent, from here to Australia, to Africa, to Americas.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've known you for must be almost 4 years now. And there's one particular thing you've brought in that I'm so excited about, and that's, of course, your Lifeline Centre that you put in place over in Somalia. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, if the producers put on the screen. Saturday, you were with me here. We have fundraised for a center because we couldn't just sit back and relax when our children have the best care here in the United Kingdom, and in Africa there is nothing there. So we were, and I'm grateful to Radio Ramadan, we were fundraising pledges from the community and also talking about real lives. One of the things that touched me is that a father like me called, and he has a autistic son, 36 years old, and he was talking to us about his experience with him. Those are the things that Radio Ramadan is making for the community, especially the Muslim community who are fasting. And not only the funds, the pledges that were made, but what happened was that the community were listening intensively, non-stop. Remember, Dylan, we started 12 and we ended 6:05.
Mm-hmm. It was a really long day, and it was such a great day as well. Like, the number of pledges people made and donations that were brought in was absolutely fantastic. Now, for you listeners, if you can't see the screen, so there's still, the pledge is still ongoing. So basically, we're asking you, so for £25 a month, you can help a student get to and from the centre, to help with speech and language therapy, education, anything like that. That's how much it costs to get one student to and from on a Monday to Friday basis per month. The big thing they're trying to do at the moment is, at the moment, the Lifeline Centre is being rented out, I believe you said, Hashim, on Saturday. So one of the goals we're focusing on is making sure that's no longer the case and it can be bought. So they're saying for £60, you can be able to help buy the bricks, literally to buy a piece at a time, so you can get the centre itself. And the big thing, of course, is the fact that there are orphans out there who will show signs of autism, who will have even less support than those you've been able to help. And of course, we'd love to be able to support them. So one of the things we've been able to do, you said for £130 a month, you can fully sponsor an autistic orphan at the Lifeline Centre. I think you said it was £600 for the year?
For the year. Because the rest